So we're celebrating Megan Rapinoe down in Soto, but it's also a high school football Friday night. Let's be honest here, the games do not stop for anyone. And now that the calendar has flipped to October, a few teams, they are causing some noise as they head towards the playoffs.
And back we go to Chris Swanson at Lumen Field with the details on all tonight's action. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, Aaron, we're honoring a worldwide icon, but maybe, there's an icon somewhere on a football field that will be one in the future. We're starting with our player of the week, and for that we go to Stadium High School. And Stadium High School had a great win last week. The tandem rushing attack with Alex Lindgren is part of that. They are off to a 4-1 start this year, their best start in decades. Alex Lindgren ran for 122 yards and the game's only touchdown in a win over Spanaway Lake last Friday night. Players and coaches credit Lindgren for that turnaround, which actually started at the end of last season. Hard work has paid off, and of course winning close games like last Friday help out.
Our defense stepped up. They were stopping the ball every time, and we just needed to start getting going on offense, and then second to last drive, put it together. Our offensive line did great, and we got down there and scored, but it was definitely a tough battle.
The football part was just, they were behind. I think COVID had something to do with it. The numbers had something to do with it. So I brought in a really good staff, a lot of Lakes guys, a lot of guys that I've coached with at Foss. My brother's my offensive coordinator. So when I moved back up here from Texas, I was able to put together a really good staff that was able to teach the fundamentals back to and bring the basics back. But I think we started with culture first. Like, we just got the culture of getting guys to want to be here, and being in the building as the health teacher is huge for that. So I'm able to talk to the kids every day. I see them, talk to them, love them up, and start to get them to want to be here.
When I first got here, my first talk with Johnson was like, it wasn't even about football, it was about life, and really like football is life. And then outside of that, family and stuff, like he changing the culture here. Like, it's not just about football,
For me, definitely it was the off season. I put in a lot more work in the weight room, and then on the field by myself. I'll come down here during the weekend, do some drills, but I think our line has definitely gotten better, and we've gotten better at running our plays, so that's another reason why. But I just run hard, and that's all I know.
Alex was a tight end when we got here, didn't really know where he fit, and then late in the year we started handing him the ball a couple times. He's a tough kid, and then he ran track, put on about 25 pounds, and he's just bought into doing that. But one of the bigger things that happened is Amarion Clayton came to us from Bonnie Lake. He had some family situations, got him to stadium, and he's a running back also. And Coach Silbaugh called me from Bonnie and said, "This is a good kid, and you're lucky to get him." And what he's done is he's pushed Alex, and Alex has pushed him. So week to week, it's different guys between the two of them. And in practice, they're celebrating each other and pushing each other, and the competition has been wonderful.
For sure, it boosted the confidence up going into the next week. So, that helps a little bit. I just feel like if we keep doing what we're doing, we're gonna be a playoff. We're already a playoff contender, but I'm trying to go to championship and win that. So
it was getting with some of the older kids who had been beat down, and these seniors had won 2 games when I got here, and they were juniors, and now they've equaled their total wins this year from what they had the previous 3. So getting those guys to believe. And then they would tell other guys to believe. And we got a couple basketball players, a couple track guys that wouldn't have played it otherwise, and started to come along with us. And we still got a tough road ahead. And we're not even close to where we want to be as a program, but we've definitely taken some good steps in the right direction.
Yeah, Stadium will host rival Lincoln tonight. They haven't beaten the A's since 2016. A couple more games we're keeping our eye on tonight, or our cameras on tonight. GK visiting Curtis, and Decatur off to a great start against Mount Rainier in the Metro League. Blanchette and Rainier Beach, that kicks off in just a few minutes, as a matter of fact. And first place on the line between Beamer and Auburn Riverside. Join us for scores and highlights tonight.